With your CIGTV News Update, I'm Donna Bush. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news from the Celebrate Cayman team, who've launched their newest initiative called 60 Acts of Service. The team's Deputy Executive Chair, Marzita Bodden, explains more.
Since May 2018, the Cayman Islands have been celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Coat of Arms. And each month there have been initiatives and activities and events and projects, ways for people to get involved in the celebrations. Everything from music, history, art, culture, food, religion, worship, and more. And now we're giving civic-minded individuals, organizations, charities, nonprofits the opportunity to be a part of Celebrate Cayman through giving back to our local community. And so we are encouraging anyone who has an idea for a fun, low-cost, simple project to submit that to us to be a part of our 60 Acts of Service weekend. It's a weekend, 1st and 2nd of June 2019, where we're hoping that 60 simple, fun, low-cost projects will be activated across all 3 islands, and people will participate. And through this collective effort, we'll show civic engagement, we will support our community, and transform the Cayman Islands into the place we want to live, work, and play, really simply and really beautifully. This campaign has 2 phases. The first phase is for people to submit their projects and their ideas. So you visit celebratecayman.ky and you can submit and register your project there. The next phase is where we'll be inviting residents and visitors to sign up for some of those projects to participate in on the 1st and 2nd of June. And after that weekend, on the 6th of June, we'll celebrate together all of our achievements here on Grand Cayman, and a celebration will follow on the sister islands as well. So it's for all 3 islands. Anybody who has a fun, simple, low-cost project is invited to do that. And there's lots of information on our website about what we're looking for and how we're going to support you.
And for more details on how you can be a part of the 60 Acts of Service initiative, go online to celebratecayman.ky/60 acts. Well, last Friday, the Prospect Primary School Hall was abuzz with hundreds of their students and those invited from other primary schools for the annual career fair. About 12 public and private sector companies and departments were on hand to tell the students about the different career options. Reception-aged children attended the event dressed in various career apparel, showing what they desire to become at this age. Now, the goal of the annual event is that it will be an overall benefit to the students, as school counselor Mila Johnson explains.
I think today is going really well. I was just overwhelmed by the amount of participants that showed up and just interacted with the children, because I think that was the best part, the interaction. The kids were excited to ask questions and learn new things, and I think it helped that the participants brought like different prizes and things like that. I think it's important because gone are the days of us just being doctors and lawyers. I think it's important for us to explore what different careers are out there, and I think a lot of times our children are not aware of that, because you go into the little kid stores and you still see the fireman uniform or the doctor's uniforms. We want to expand that and allow them to be able to research and be aware of different careers at an early age. I think too, it takes a lot out of some of the different organizations that come. So I think it's the smart thing to do is just to have one career day and then invite most of the primary schools, year 6 mostly, to Prospect Primary's career day.
And students from Red Bay, Savannah, Boddentown, Georgetown, and John A. Cumber primary schools were all invited to be part of the Prospect Primary Career Day. Finally, this Monday, thousands of revelers made their way from the public beach into central Georgetown on Saturday during the annual Cayman Carnival Badabanu Parade. Locals and visitors alike donned costumes and jumped with the various masked bands, each showcasing the latest in costume trends. Now, Badabanu is described as a vibrant highlight in the island's entertainment calendar, offering 2 weekends of colorful music and togetherness. Now, the festival's original name is a salute to Cayman's turtling heritage. The word Badabanu refers to the tracks left behind by the turtles. Launched back in 1983 by the Rotary Club of Grand Cayman, this year marked its 35th anniversary. In 2020, though, there will be one carnival on the streets of Grand Cayman, as last Friday the Ministries of Culture and Tourism announced that Badabanu and Caymas will be one carnival on the same day using the same route. Now, for a look at our weekly schedule of programs here on CIG Television, you can go online to gis.gov.ky. If you missed today's news update, you can go to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page as well as the CIG Television YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a wonderful and, of course, a very safe night, and inviting you back here again tomorrow night. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Boating, fishing, and water sports in the Cayman Islands are great, but keep a cool head. Here are 7 tips for fun and safe sea outings. Number 1. Use a checklist to plan your outing. Check the weather forecast, make a float plan, and share it with someone who is remaining on land, stating where you're going, with whom, and when you're expected to return. Visit your nearest marine supply store to get your safety gear. This includes signaling mirrors, whistles, and a flare kit. It's also very important to have onboard flotation devices and life vests for each person. There are different types of vests. Some are for water sport activities such as snorkeling, and others are for going on offshore boating or on fishing trips. Number 2. These items can be lifesavers in case of an accident or bad weather. Number 3. Use a motor kill switch, especially if you're boating alone. In case of a leak or breakdown, always stay with the boat until help arrives. If you capsize, an emergency beacon or locator device can send a distress signal to inform the authorities of your location. Larger flares will indicate distress to a boat, airplane, or search and rescue officials. Number 4. In addition to sunscreen, food, and beverages, it would be smart to have a cell phone. Make sure your marine radio works. Cayman boaters use Channel 16 to communicate. Number 5. Also, don't forget your anchor and sufficient rope. Number 6. Boat operators should be familiar with the local waters and reefs, as well as the capabilities and functions of the vessels they are using. Always obey the rules of the sea and the marine environment, and have courtesy for others. Number 7. Alcohol and salt water do not mix, especially if you're the captain. Some useful contact numbers are 911. The RCIPS Marine Base is 649-7710, and the Port Authority is 949-2055. Smooth sailing, all!
The Esterly Tibbetts Highway 3-lane roundabout is ready for drivers. It's time to make sure you know how to use it. First, know which exit you need to take. Pay attention to lane arrows and signs. Make sure you use your signal to change lanes or exit the roundabout. To turn left, you always approach in the left-hand lane and indicate left. To drive straight ahead, you need to be looking out for signs and road markings indicating which lane to use. Get in one of the lanes marked with a straight-through arrow. If turning right, you must use the right-hand lane and indicate accordingly. To use the roundabout safely, remember these 3 tips. Know your exit, pick your lane, and signal to make your turn.